Hey guys, Rachel here. This is really my first time going live, and to be honest, I'm just procrastinating right now. I've got a flight out to Utah tomorrow with Brownells for Social Summit, and I should be packing. I'm kind of in a weird spot right now. I'm in between one trip and packing for this trip, and I was going to go the safe mode and try to pack small and carry everything on, but that's not happening because that's messed me up a few times. So I'm breaking out this big honking suitcase, and we're going out to Utah, and I'm bringing everything I own. And hopefully they don't hate me. But I also have a freak ton of packages that I haven't opened. I don't even think I grabbed them all and brought them in here. But yeah, so I thought I could open those things and start my packing process. So fun fact, whenever I pack for anything, I always have to lay it all out on the floor so I can see it all. And I have to see it all before I put it in my suitcase. So kind of drives my husband crazy because I make this massive mess all over the house and then throw it in my suitcase. But if y'all are on here, say hi. This is, like I said, this is my first time going live, so I'm kind of learning everything. I figured out earlier that you can't go live on Safari because it doesn't support YouTube, I guess, or streaming systems or something like that. This is a fun learning process. We can learn together, whoever's up right now. It's 10 o'clock where I am. Hey, guys, I see a few of y'all on here. Jamie, Juice Man, Brian. Hi, guys. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just going to be packing, and if y'all have any questions or anything, then y'all can shoot them over this way. Never thought I'd be folding clothes on live cam, but here we are. Oh, okay, so somebody on my Instagram page said that, or they wanted, I don't even know what they were asking. They were saying something about bucket hats and boonie hats, and so I got carried away, and I was like, well, I don't even own a bucket hat. So I own a bucket hat now. I had to buy one. And the same site that had the bucket hat had this, I thought it was a really cute boonie hat. It looked a lot cuter on Amazon than it does here. But anyway, my new hat. I figured I might need it in Utah. So I usually always have, oh, here's my bucket hat. Haha. I'm surprisingly actually a fan of this too. I thought I would hate it, but I kind of love it. If you're asking what's up, I'm packing for my Brownells trip. So from what I understand, when we get out to Utah, we're going to be doing a train ride up the mountain. And I think I heard that we're going to go whitewater rafting. So I'm not really sure what I should pack for that. But I don't know. Has anybody been whitewater rafting before? If you have, let me know. Probably not going to bring shorts. Thank goodness, too, I actually looked at the weather for Utah. So I'm in Georgia, and we've got the hurricane coming in. But I checked Utah's weather and found that it's 70, 60s and 70s. Hello, everybody out there. Somebody from Argentina on here. That's pretty cool. Anybody else from Georgia on here? But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I actually checked the weather, so thank goodness I can bring weather-appropriate clothes and not freeze. I don't do well in cold climates. Just a little fact about me. I also get really OCD about folding my pants, apparently. Interesting. Hey, Florida. I've been spending a lot of time in Florida lately. Oh, I got a Noonan person on here. You're not far from me. Massachusetts. I've never been to Massachusetts. We're looking at things to do for a anniversary trip, and another fun fact, I just got my passport. It literally got here 2 days ago, or not 2 days ago. It literally got here Friday. We were afraid it wouldn't get here until October, and we would miss our anniversary window. But hoping to be able to take a good trip. Maybe not going to be able to just because required vaccinations and whatnot, but we'll see. Our backup idea is to go up to the Northeast because that's one area that I haven't explored yet. But my husband has spent a lot of time up there. He's gone up to Maine and he was working in Pennsylvania for a little while, so we'll see. Try to go to Hooters a lot, but I can't. Okay, so since you're in Noonan, I'll bring this up. Did you see the news that happened at Noonan Hooters just recently? I won't go into it in much detail, but I figure since you're in Sharpsburg, you probably heard about the big thing that happened last week. And if not, this is your clue to go look it up. So I'm sure you're probably like, why is she folding her dirty clothes? Half of these things I didn't even wear because I went to Memphis last week and I packed like 3 bags with me just because I wasn't sure what I would need. I did a whole video with Julia Stallings that I'll be posting for y'all at some point as soon as I get my editing skills down. And yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, I didn't wear any of these clothes. So these are getting packed and repurposed. Probably don't need shorts. Oh, shoot, that grabbed my hair. Ouch. Mexico isn't requiring vax testing or quarantine. Okay, so I did see that. I just had a friend that was in Mexico. She went down there for her birthday. So, I mean, I guess it's a possibility. I don't know. We're kind of just looking at everything right now. That and it's like the end of season for some places. I don't really understand what all that means, but I know that Delta doesn't do certain flights to certain locations at certain times of year. So yeah, we're just trying to figure it all out. What courses are you taking at Brownells? So this trip is not really a course taking trip. This is more like a adventure trip. So like I said, I know that we're going to be doing a train ride. I did get that information out of Roy, and I think I heard they were going whitewater rafting. So yeah, I don't know what else we're doing, but I'm super pumped just to see everybody out there. They're like family. I love that whole crew. Hello from New York. Hello, Donnie from New York. I would love to come visit. I actually want to get up there, and I don't know if y'all are familiar with Nikki Boxler, but I am dying to get up there and go see her farm and all her cows. They do maple syrup or something like that. So at some point, I do plan on going to visit her. Trying to read some of these things. I will say hello to Roy for you. I am doing really well. I'm packing downstairs in my living room. We're under construction, if you can't tell by my 2 different color walls. And actually, the air conditioning's out here, but thank God we have 2 units. So the upstairs is on one. It's out in like 97 upstairs, and I'm downstairs and living down here. So this is my pull-out couch in my room right now until we get that fixed. IDPA shooter from Argentina. That's awesome. I didn't even know that they did IDPA in Argentina, so that is really cool. Donnie, you follow Nikki. Absolutely love her. I just talked with her today, so I'm pumped to get to see her at some point. I think I'll get to see her at NRA, but we'll see. But yeah, anyway, I'll keep packing. So I don't know if any of y'all follow me on Instagram too, but I was just in an airport 10 days ago, and I swear it does not matter what I do or what I pack or how I check or everything, but I always get pulled aside by TSA. It's like a joke at this point. So I was in line at the airport. I think it was like 10 days ago. And for the first time ever, the regular line was actually shorter than the TSA pre-check line. I'm not TSA pre-check yet. I don't know if they'll let me since I get pulled over every single time. But anyway, I get pulled over this time for my bag. My bag got flagged, and I got flagged in the little people scanner thing. Anyway, I was wearing this tank top. And like you see how it's got the open back? It's literally an open back. It's got the built-in sports bra. They flagged me because I had something on my back. And I'm like, you can literally see that there's nothing on my back, but they still had to like touch my back to make sure that I didn't have anything, I guess, hidden under my skin. I don't know. Hey, Max, thanks for dropping in. This is my first time live on YouTube. I just did a live on Instagram today too. And I'm really trying to get better at this. I'm kind of awkward. I don't even have a stress rabbit here to like get me through it. So it's really just all caffeine and procrastination, like I said, because I should be packing a little better than I am right now. I'm distracted. How do I feel about the NRA? So, I am personally a lifetime member of the NRA. I would like to think that the money I spent on my lifetime membership was really going straight to the front lines fighting for our Second Amendment. I've known people that have worked in some capacity with the NRA, and I know that our money is not being used how it should be. That being said, I'm still a lifetime member. I'm still going to go to the NRA convention. I think that there are other organizations that are on the front lines doing a lot more to fight for our Second Amendment rights. Touchy subject, I guess, but I'm thankful that they're there. I wish they did more, and I don't think that I don't know. Hopefully that answered your question. You're probably on a list for being a gun influencer. So funny story about that too. I think it was the second SHOT Show I ever went to. I was in line at TSA in Atlanta, and I had somebody walking through. Oh, it wasn't even SHOT Show. It was like a shoot out in Arizona in October. So there was like nothing big going on, and it was just a Instagram shoot. It wasn't like a major shoot that's been going on for years. And I had somebody yell across the line at TSA security, "Hey, aren't you that girl with all those guns?" And I was like, oh my gosh, why would you yell that in an airport? What are you doing? Yeah, I see. I wish they did more too. Jamie, I see what you're saying. Richard, yeah, lifetime member. Wish they did more. I get really frustrated when I get the phone calls, which seems like they call twice a week. I get phone calls about what they're doing for our Second Amendment rights, and part of me wants to be like, well, what about this? What about this? What are you actually doing? Why are you spending so much money on this and that? But I'm not going to do that. Usually I just hang up on them. Kenneth, hey. Kenneth Green is in my comments right now, and he's somebody that is an amazing photographer, and hopefully I'll be working with him soon. I keep telling him I got to get back in shape and then get back out there, and then I eat more cookies or lots of Mexican food, and then I don't go see him. So just calling myself out here, Kenneth.
Honestly, dude, this is like walking up to me and just slapping me in the face. Do you have any idea what that feels like?
Is this a second person from Argentina? That's awesome. One time a month. I would be surprised if they didn't call me like a minimum of 2 times a week. It's got to be that. It's like so I give blood too. I've been giving blood for as long as I can remember. I guess since I got out of college, I've been giving blood, and I'm O negative. So they literally call me once a week, and it doesn't matter if I just gave blood last week. They're going to call me every single week. Sorry guys, gotta wait. Yeah, I agree. You probably shouldn't yell anything about guns at the airport. I was pretty upset about that and I did get flagged that same day. Number one, I had everybody in TSA line looking at me like, she's got a gun. But yeah, also I got pulled aside. I don't even remember what that time was for. Kenneth, I should be coming to South Carolina. Oh shoot, I know of something in October, and I'm actually working out of Myrtle Beach now. I don't remember if I told you that last time we talked, but I technically work out of Myrtle Beach, but they graciously let me work from home, so that's nice. My feet are falling asleep sitting here. Yeah, Donnie, I definitely agree. NRA needs to clean house. I was really excited when they brought Pete Brownells in, but even when he was there, he wasn't the one making decisions. Midwest. I'm not sure when I'll be out there.
When you let nature just do its thing.
Jamie is asking about another shutdown. I certainly hope not. Now, I will say, I assume you're talking about like last year, like 2020 COVID shutdown quarantine. Is that right? If you are, then I certainly hope that that's not going to happen again. If it does, though, then I'll be prepared. Thank God I work from home, and it would mean that my husband's home. So for us in 2020, it really was almost a blessing in disguise. I really enjoyed. I actually had a surgery right after everything shut down. So in the beginning, it was like, oh, thank God I don't have to go anywhere. I just had surgery. And then as it continued, in some ways, I loved not leaving the house for 2 weeks at a time and then having to go get groceries. I loved that. I got to spend a ton of time with my husband, fiance at the time. And it gave us the opportunity, since we weren't both going crazy with our schedules, it gave us the opportunity to really focus in on like planning our wedding. And we were actually able to have our wedding the way we wanted to have our wedding, which was a major concern. It was a lot of stress. It was high stress, but it was also like a blessing in disguise in other ways. So anyway. Vic, I don't know what you spelled wrong, but voice text gets me every single time. It doesn't matter what I'm trying to say. I'm going to mess it up if I use voice text.
Vacation Friends, rated R, coming soon to Hulu.
Vic, you found my channel from Ballistic Ink. That's awesome. So I'm actually really close to where Eric and Chad are. And we have not collaborated on a video yet, but whenever I did the Greystone event with them, the first one where they landed the helicopter at my house and everything, Eric and Brandy I invited them to come over and do that with me. So they're pretty close. I don't know. We've got a few ideas of some fun things that we'd like to bring over to Eric's and maybe see if they want to collab. So we'll see. Utah is the best. I've been there twice now. No, I've been there 3 times now. I went out there the first time with Brownells. We went to Zion National Park, and it was just an absolutely incredible time. And then I went again. My husband and I did this really big road trip from Atlanta all the way up to Glacier National Park, and then we came back down and went Idaho. Let me figure out how this looks on a map. So Montana, Idaho, state right underneath Montana, Wisconsin. Anyway, we got down to Utah, and that's actually where he proposed to me, was in Dinosaur National Monument in Utah. So that's special in my heart. And then on our honeymoon, since we couldn't go, we were originally looking at Southeast Asia, and we couldn't go out there because obviously it's the middle of COVID and most places weren't even open yet. So we went back out to Utah, and we did the St. George area and got to go to the Grand Canyon. So my husband saw that for the first time, and it was just an incredible time. So Utah has a special place in my heart, and I'm excited. This time I'm going to Park City, and like I said, I think pretty sure we're going to go whitewater rafting. So very excited.
And now as my career as a 24/7 champion is taking off, I love to come here to think.
Max, thank you so much for the compliment. I think a lot of like the shape and that kind of stuff is like a mind game. probably from being at Hooters for so long, just because I've seen myself at a certain fitness level. And then usually, and I will say it's totally me, pageant season, I'm one weight. And then through the summer into winter, I gain about 20 pounds because I get a little bit lazier and I get a little bit more into the comfort foods in that time of year. Plus Thanksgiving is like my favorite time of year. So favorite holiday, probably. Anyway, what's going on over here?
You. Another guy. You. No. You. No, you. You.
Bring Chad some hair gel. Yeah, for sure.
We are 5 days away. Saturday night is SummerSlam. And the question
Donnie, my dad is a character. He is, there's literally nobody else that I've ever met that's anything like my dad. He's a lot of fun. And I'm definitely very blessed to spend as much time with him as I do. Oh, it could make me emotional, so I'm not going to talk too much into that. But yeah, I'm definitely blessed. I have a lot of friends that aren't as close with their parents, and I just can't imagine a life like that. So very blessed. I also can't imagine living in a different state. My parents are really close, like right down the street from me. Same for Chad's mom. She's even closer to us than my parents are. So I like the idea of having them close by. They're like close enough that if I want to go hang out with them for a couple hours in the afternoon, no big deal. If I want to have dinner with them, no big deal. But if I don't want to see them for a week, that's fine too. Thanks, Vic. It's a mind thing. I'm not in the same shape that I have been in the past. And traveling is a lot harder though with the gym, but I just fold my t-shirt like a napkin. No, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to packing. Yeah, I did kind of fold it like a napkin. Thanks for noticing. Jamie, yes. The answer to that is yes. I'll say it's more of a family effort, but yeah, we do have full auto. And then even more than what we own, we have available to use. Derek, no, I'm not single. I am married. Almost a year now. I got to figure out something to do with my leg because my foot is falling asleep. Juice Man, yeah. I was reading that like, what do you mean folk? And then I was thinking folk music, but I read the rest of it before I started speaking and figured out you meant fold. So I think the weather said it was supposed to be like 70s and then a little bit in the 60s. So would y'all consider that cold enough for like flannels? Because it sounded cold to me. Like I said, I've been spending a lot of time in Southwest Florida, and then Georgia's been pretty hot recently too. So this 60 degrees, I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Vic, yeah, my husband's name is Chad, but I figured you were talking about Chad from IV88, and yeah, my husband would not need hair gel, but that Chad would definitely need some hair gel, especially if we're doing anything with a helicopter. He'd probably just need a hair tie at that point. I'm not really sure how I want to fold this, so if anyone wants to comment about my folding abilities, now's your chance. Donnie, my dad got me into shooting. Really the first time he took me to shoot, I was 3 years old. At that point, my brother was 7, and my brother, he already had doing SAS matches, or single action shooting society, if anybody doesn't know what a SAS match is. So my brother was the first buckaroo at our gun club. And then we continued to, at that point I was 3, so he would take us out there. He would do what he wanted to do. My sister and I would just play in the mud or like make mud pies, I think was something we were really big into when we were young. And then at the end of his, whatever he was doing out at the range, he would take us around with a BB gun and we would shoot ant mounds and just watch them explode out of the mound. And then it just continued on from there. So we used to go to, there was a place out in West Georgia called Waco, and they had the Waco Wild Bunch, and we would go out to SAS matches out there, and it was just a good time. Single action shooting is really what got us started. And then from there we had Steel Challenge. We do some of those. We also, our range used to host one of the GSSF matches, and that's a really great way for people to get into shooting. If you haven't ever shot a match before, they're very straightforward. There's no drawing, so it's really just you stand here and you shoot different targets, kind of like a Steel Challenge, but a little bit different. Steel. Well, there's a plate rack, but it's just, like I said, a really great entry to shooting sports. I'm kind of rambling, but and then full auto. The first time I shot a full auto, I was 17, I think, and after that, it was just done. I was hooked. I was so hooked. Thank you. I will be bringing flannels and probably this like poofy thing that's warm and something else, this other shirt that's really cozy. Because I assume we're probably going to end up sitting on porches or something and talking a lot. There's never usually much sleep on these trips because you only get so much time with these people, and I don't know. I'm so excited to see them. Hopefully I don't forget something that I need. I guess I could open some of these packages that I need to open. All right, these shirts I definitely need. Stretch. Let's see if there's any more tea in here. Just sent me a message on Instagram. I will see if I can check that later. Oh yeah, Brian, I'll send you the link to that. He was asking about Hooters, so I'll send you the link to that. I just didn't want to say anything live. Tom. I think my MySpace from way back when has finally disappeared. I need to actually double check that because I wonder who my top 8 were. That was how you always knew when people were mad at you. You get on there and your top 8 would be gone or different. That is a different Waco. That's Waco, Texas. So there's a Waco, Georgia also. But yes, you got the name right. You know, I have no idea if David Chipman's gonna make it in. I have no idea. At this point, I don't think I'd be shocked if he did, but I mean, this world is a lot. I have met Demolition Ranch before a few times at all these different events, and then now Brandon Herrera is doing a lot of stuff with him. Good friends with Brandon. Okay. Well, I'll start opening some of these packages. So this is, I told y'all that we were going on a train ride. And as soon as I found that out, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have a train outfit because how often do you go on a train ride up a mountain? So I found these like train overalls on, it was on Free People, so I paid way too much money for these. But I was really excited about train overalls, so Pretty daggum excited about this. Juice Man, you have my signed 2019 Hooters calendar. So if I get myself working and like actually get this done, I joked around. My old manager is still at that Hooters, and obviously I'm not there anymore, so I won't be. I didn't shoot for 2022, and I won't be there for if they do a calendar signing or anything. But my manager told me if I get myself into gear and get going and get a Rachel calendar out, he would let me do a signing of my own calendars at my Hooters, so I wouldn't miss out on that this year. So if anybody wants to hold me accountable and tell me to get my butt in gear and make this happen, I'd appreciate you. If anyone's interested too. Is a train ride the Heber Creeper? I don't know what that means, so I have no idea. But I'm pretty darn excited about my train overalls. So these are, well, I'm gonna have to try these on before I pack them, but they're definitely going. What else did I get? Oh, this is I have been a military surplus shopper for a very long time, but that doesn't always mean surplus. This time I got the train outfit, so I had to get, oh, they don't match. I had to get train hats. And I got two because Roy Hill will be at this event, and he's the one that told me about the train ride. So I was like, Roy, we have to have matching hats. So now we do. And this one I think is his because that was kind of big. But yeah, this one's my train hat to go with my train pants. Chance, how is it meeting Lena? So I'll take my train hat off for this conversation. So being a female and meeting like other girls, sometimes you just don't know like what people are gonna think about you, and like a lot of it's in your head. So like the first time I met her, I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't like me. I don't know. It was just all in my head. And then I got to have a real conversation with her, and I was like, oh my gosh, this person is like actually amazing. I love talking with Lena. Come to find out that we lived a very similar childhood outside of, obviously, I didn't grow up to be an incredible shooter like she is. I don't know how else to describe her if you don't know who Lena Michelik is or her family, but she is incredible shooter. Really enjoyed talking with her. She's got a lot of really good information for people, so I don't know. I can't wait to see her again. We talked, and I really hope this happens. We talked about collaborating together, like a father-daughter thing, and just really getting her dad and my dad together to sit down and just talk, because I think they could talk forever. Both of them have like an incredible amount of knowledge. I think that's why my dad's hair is so big. But I really, really enjoyed meeting her, and I hope to get to see her again. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about my train hat too. All right, so this, oh shoot, I need to put this on. Okay, this is a clutch strap that I bought a while back on I can't remember what it's called. What's it? A Kickstarter. So I did. My friend's sister actually started this company, and they did a Kickstarter a while back, and this is what they made. So this is called a clutch strap, and then you can put the little thing. It's kind of like a pop socket, the same adhesive. You put it on the back of your phone, and then you have like a phone strap, but you can unhook it really easily if you don't want the strap. And I need this strap because if you can't tell, my phone screen's pretty. My phone screen is pretty jacked up, so I need that. Thank you. Yeah, we do both have really cool dads, Lena and I. So I really would love, I'd love for them to get together. Fun fact about my dad, way back in like the floppy disk era, before YouTube, my dad used to make videos for his work, and he would do, they had monthly meetings, safety briefings. And so he would do Steve staff meeting video or whatever. Now he does, if you haven't seen his little playlist on my channel, he does boosting the sagging attendance of Rapid Fire Rachel's YouTube channel. But he used to do boosting the sagging attendance of Steve's staff meetings, or whoever his manager was at the time. And he would like reenact Jerry Mitchell videos or Jerry Mitchell records, and he'd come out there. I'm not going to say too much because we actually just found these videos, and I'm going to try to see if I can convert them and share them with y'all. But he used to make videos with pretending to be Jerry Mitchell way back before there was a YouTube. And I just think that would be hilarious for them to finally get to meet and talk.
Charlotte Flair now looking to make attack as Nia Jackson can do.
I feel like I haven't talked this much in a while.
The Queen escapes for the moment.
Would I call my dad a prepper? Let me leave you with this. So back in Y2K time, 1999, we had 200 rolls of toilet paper, and whenever we got below 200 rolls of toilet paper, we went to Sam's, or yeah, I guess it was Sam's at the time. We would go to Sam's. So I would call that prepping. We also had barrels of water, generator, non-perishable food. We would have been good, prepared. Yeah. But you know what? This Y2K preparation helped us for Y2K plus 20. So didn't run out of toilet paper, didn't stand in line for no obscene amount of time waiting for toilet paper. And yeah, he always told us that when the world ended, people would be trading toilet paper and tobacco as currency. And we saw 2020, so I don't know. What do you think? Learned a lot from that man. Ooh. Oh, cool. I got a sticker too. So it's Monday night. What are y'all doing? Anybody doing anything fun? Or I'm trying to decide how often I want to try to go live. Because obviously this is my first time going live, and I really appreciate y'all tuning in and talking with me. I'm surprised I've already been on here for almost 40 minutes. I thought that I would get on here and be like, oh no, no one's on here. I'm really awkward. Gotta go. But yeah, I don't know if anybody, I was thinking either Mondays or Tuesdays are a pretty chill day. So I don't know. I might start doing this a little more often. Oh, I never opened this, but if you know where this shirt comes from, obviously I had to have one. Hello, Europe. What time is it there? Joe, yeah, maybe so. That's what I was thinking. Plus I don't have a really huge following on this platform yet, so it's kind of fun, getting to actually see names, and whatnot. So yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. Tuesday morning. Oh, it's Tuesday morning. I don't know. Can y'all hear wrestling in the background? Because I do have Raw playing in the background right now. Anybody else watch wrestling? Advil, definitely gonna need this. $4.52. So yeah, that's definitely early morning, I would think. You ordered all of those shirts. I thought the put a thumb in it, or just stick a thumb in it shirt was the best thing ever. So yeah, I had to get one. Plus, I'm just honestly just really thankful that turned out well for him. That could have gone wrong 1,000 worse times than it did. Joe, you just bought a Remington 870. Yeah, that's awesome. I have one that's been modified. It's got a chainsaw grip on it. I think If you check out, there's one of my videos that we used that one to cut down some trees with. Love it. I feel like everybody needs to have a Remington 870 in their collection. Oh boy. Do you ever order things and you don't remember that you ordered them because you probably shouldn't have ordered them? I just found a whole box of Pokemon cards. I got really excited. My friend's husband works in the card industry, and he got me all hyped up about Pokemon cards. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't looked at those things since I was a child. And I started watching like card openings and whatnot. And then I ordered a bunch of cards on eBay. And then broke out all my binders and stuff. So yeah, I just found a whole box of Pokemon cards that I ordered. Hopefully my husband doesn't watch this live. Oh, and Joe, you have a 14-inch barrel, so it's an other firearm. Is that what they call it, an other? Because I know we have like any other AOWs, any other weapons.
Hey, what's wrong?
We were talking about the NRA earlier, and I don't know why I got this jacket, but I don't really want it because I'm not going to wear this. So I do still go to Friends of the NRA banquets. That's something that I will go to because I know where that money's going. And I help out a lot of times, but our Friends of the NRA banquet for my part of Georgia is supposed to be tomorrow, but I saw an email that it got pushed until the end of August. So I may just donate this and see if anybody wants to bid on that. Money go to a good place. You're losing it right now. Why are you losing it? Make sure there's nothing else in this bag. Where you're from, you're not allowed to own a weapon and not carry a gun. Where are you from? Oof.
That's big because when caught in early stages, it's more treatable.
I would hate for anything to happen to you, but I would not want to live there, personally.
Early stages. Yeah, it's for people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer.
I'm not getting a lot of packing done, if you can't tell. This is I'm way too distracted, but I appreciate you all for helping me procrastinate, because that is what my initial goal here was.
These days, everyone's staring at screens and watching their spending. Good vision is more important than ever, but so is saving. That's why America's Best includes a free eye exam. 2 pairs of glasses for just $69.95. Book an exam online today.
Definitely need this thing. This is like a hair blow dryer or something that brushes your hair and blow dries it at the same time, which is amazing. And there was a girl that I did a photo shoot with for Healthy Assets, and she recommended this thing. It was the greatest $25 I've ever spent in my life. Not packing it in there. I need to put it in my other suitcase. The fun part where we get through all the makeup.
This is what Goldberg wanted. That's right, an opportunity at SummerSlam Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Epic Clash awaits streaming live on Peacock this Saturday.
Sorry guys, got kind of quiet here. See what I mean about awkward? So I actually will I will be flying into Salt Lake. So I'll wave from the air. And then I don't know how I'm not quite familiar with everywhere in Utah, but I know I will be flying into Salt Lake and then going to Park City.
Last week, Bobby Lashley and MVP
Whew.
cut a promo and talked all day about
I need to do laundry still before tomorrow morning, but I'm like dreading going upstairs because my air conditioning's out. And last I checked, it was 97 up there. It's probably like, might be down to like 87 by now. I don't know. It's supposed to be raining, and I can't tell if it is or not. But favorite pistol, favorite rifle. That is tough. I hate it. So my least favorite question is when people ask me what my favorite gun is, because my favorite gun for what purpose? My favorite gun for concealed carry, my favorite gun for competition 3-gun, my favorite gun for dinosaur hunting. You know, like there's a lot of different categories, and like each one has something that I would probably want to use that's different. And then if you get into dinosaur hunting, it's favorite gun for compies, favorite gun for raptors, favorite gun for triceratops. Then we're talking armor piercing rounds, and you know, I could probably go off. It's late, so I'm going off on a tangent, but there's a lot that you can do with a favorite gun and getting specific and whatnot. So I'll do favorite concealed carry pistol. So I have a Walther PPS M2 that I absolutely love, but I had to send it off because it had a recall. So then second gun for concealed carry, I really, really like the SIG 365. But even on that note, I do have some other pistols that I loved for concealed carry. I have a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, and I've got Glocks, and I just want something that really works. So favorite rifle, there's a few that are very special to me that I own. I have an F1 firearms rifle that it's just an AR, but it's decked out like Jurassic Park. Obsessed with that one. I have my black sword that I use for 3-gun. Love that gun. It is so smooth. And I have, oh man, I'm a sentimental gun owner. I love all my guns. And there's a lot more on my list, my get list. Hello, Richard. I hope you're having a good night. Favorite range pistol. Oh boy. Sorry, Joe. I'm not giving you really good answers. My favorite food. Oh boy, that's a good one too. Depends on what kind of food mood you're in. Right back to that favorite gun question. Kind of a go-to thing that I love all the time, macaroni and cheese. It's like my comfort food, my favorite childhood food, my favorite food now that I don't let myself eat as often as I'd like. Oh, thank you, Joe. I needed you here, helping me keep the chat going, then getting me off on tangents like best gun for triceratops. One day I'll have to do like a detailed video about best guns for dinosaur hunting because I've got a lot of theories. Mac and cheese with chocolate milk? Are you sure about that? You know what? Okay, my husband eats some weird food. Like he drinks milk with steak. Is that gross? Does anybody else think that's gross? Because that like, I've known him since I was 13, and that's still just like, ugh, steak and milk.
So now you play by the house rules. And around here,
Yuck.
the house always wins.
Thank you. Gross.
And I know you want to have
Last meal request. Sorry. My leg is falling asleep.
Because I'm going to leave you with just enough.
Utilizing the whole cow. Yeah, I guess he is.
You have to
Not one bit of it will go to waste. I can't do steak and milk. 2 gallons a week. That's crazy. I feel like the older I get, the more milk is starting to bother me. So I hope that that's not really a thing and that whatever that is will go away. I've heard sometimes people don't process milk very well in the summer just because like you get so hot, it can actually make you sick in your stomach. So I don't know. But I don't really drink a lot of milk, but I do like cheese and queso. Donnie, your favorite Christmas time Carrie. Anybody else love Die Hard? That's one thing I don't have is an MP5, so that's something on the list. Oh no, I didn't realize that there was fires going on in Utah right now. So that's a thing in Park City? There's fires right now? Rich, I'm really cheesy too. And I tell cheesy jokes and I laugh at all the cheesy jokes. So if anybody's got a good cheesy joke for me, I'm here. I do appreciate red wine and steak. I like wine. Oh no, I really hope they get those fires put out. We don't have we had a bunch of smoke come in, or whatever you call it. The sky turned weird colors because of some wildfires around here. But that was a few weeks. I don't even know how long ago that was because I've been on the road for so long that my head is just like, where am I? What day is it? I do know I leave tomorrow. I actually checked my schedule 3 times a day because I was like, am I missing a flight right now? I was so confused. But yeah, I hope they get those fires under control. An unhealthy obsession with H&Ks. Is there such a thing?
If I crave something, I have to have it. So what are you craving?
Do I like oven baked French fries? Yeah, I do. They're very different than like a regular French fry, but when I make them at home, that's how I make fries. So I like them a lot. They're like, if you cook them the right amount, they're crispy on the outside and nice and potatoey on the inside, and delicious. Rich, I have not really had the opportunity to do, I have not had the opportunity to do a lot of long range shooting, and that's something that I would really like to do more of. I found a place in Greenville, South Carolina that has a really great setup, and they actually do long range competitions. But as far as where I'm at, our range only goes out to 100 yards. So it's just enough to like sight in. There's another range nearby that goes out to 200, and then I think in Columbus they get a little bit further out, but never really done any kind of long range shooting. The furthest I've ever shot was 8. It was either 810 or 850. But yeah, not a lot of long range. I'd like to do more. Chance, what's your favorite blade since you prefer blades? I had at one point I was working with Southern Grind, which I know sold recently. Pretty crazy. Zach Brown is close to where I'm at in Georgia, and going and seeing their facility was really cool. So I was pretty bummed when I found out they sold, and I haven't really seen a lot since they did. I think they sold a Diamondback. But outside of that, I don't know a ton about blades. I got a lot of cold steel stuff. I got a lot of SOG stuff. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you recommend. Hello, Miller in South Carolina. And Rich, yeah, what I got to do, which was only, like I said, 810 or 850, that was a lot of fun. So I can imagine just like, it could be really addicting, and probably another expensive sub hobby of shooting in general, which is already an expensive hobby. I think I have too many hobbies, but I get really sucked into like different categories of things and just really excited. Like right now, we've got a SAS match coming up in October, and its theme is all the stages are based on Quigley Down Under. So I'm like trying to get the perfect outfit, and I don't want to have to borrow my dad's guns for this competition. So I'm trying to at least have like my set of pistols, and I don't know if I'll be able to buy everything for it. I'll probably still have to borrow a shotgun from him, but anyway, I get sucked into hobbies really easily. So best gun for zombie outbreak. You could go a lot of ways with that too. I think it's a great idea to have something suppressed. If we've watched The Walking Dead, obviously those zombies there's different kind of zombies too, depending on what movie you watch. So, but The Walking Dead zombies go towards sound. So if you have something suppressed, that's a good idea. I feel like a 22 is really not a bad idea because it'll bounce in there, brain shot, and anyway. Plus, you can get a 22 almost movie quiet, and we have a few that are. So, I think a lot of people think full auto too, but unless it's a horde, I wouldn't go the full auto route for a zombie horde, unless it was a horde, like I said. Anyway, a lot of options you could do for zombies. We also have a 7-foot hog spear from Cold Steel that I think would be pretty good for zombies because it keeps them just far enough away that they can't get close enough to bite you because it's 7 feet. My husband into guns like I am. So my husband is into guns, but I wouldn't say he's like as nerdy about it as I am. We almost have everything we need. He's going to do his first gun build, or rifle build out. He's going to build an AR-15. So he's definitely into them, but like I said, just not maybe as nerdy as I am about it. He carries, he's got self-defense stuff, just not as nerdy. He doesn't think about all the ins and outs of what you need for a zombie apocalypse, and he did dress up with me to go see Jurassic Park though, which was nerdy, I guess, but thanks, Rich. Have a good night too. We'll do this again. I'll do this again. Maybe next Monday.
What he wants is for me to help him find a girlfriend, find love. So, Elliot, are you looking for something serious, or are you just looking to hook up? I'm looking for a quality girl that works hard, has a lot of money, great skin, and is someone I can bring home to my mother.
Anyway, I'm probably going to wrap this up just because it's almost been an hour, and I really probably do need to... Oh, shoot, and my computer just told me it's dying. That was good timing, I guess. But I do probably need to pack and probably need to get on this laundry issue that I found out while I was on here. And yeah, so I really appreciate all of y'all joining in and talking with me. This is, like I said, it was the first time I got on live on YouTube, and really exciting. And I appreciate all of you for helping me keep the conversation going because I'm awkward. But yeah, until next time, I'm thinking Monday I might do like a poll. I think I can do that in the community side of things on YouTube. So I may do a poll and just see what, if y'all think like Monday, Tuesday, Saturday. I don't know, probably not Saturday because weekends are precious. But yeah, we'll do that. And hopefully I'll get to talk with you all again soon. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We will do this again. Check you later.
I don't know if I do. Amy's the one that put me. Speaking of Emmy, where is Emmy?